set up the defense.
That key slam cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Passes to Gibson. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Turner kicks to Gibson. Out to the right wing. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Boston converting.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
It's Dragic with the drive. Great D that time from Gibson.
They've been sensational on the backboard.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
So it's Miami now after the basket by Boston. Winslow, that's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Celtics. Thomas comes in for Smart.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago. Got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in the national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways. Puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
Some changes for Boston. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sullinger. And Jerebko is subbed in for Turner. Stoudemire against Zeller. Stoudemire attacking, swiped it away. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Bradley's got the ball, and that one is stuffed right through.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Now here's Dragic, 11 points in the game. Johnson can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Miami's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Winslow wide open. He fires. Miami no good on that time either. Boston's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter. Miami trailing. And it's Dragic off the drive. He dishes it to Johnson. Rebounded by Jerebko.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be.
That's a beautiful jam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Miami shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Dragic uses the glass to finish the layup. Dragic has got 13 points.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Bradley kicks to Crowder. Fires for 3. No good. Dragic. No good. Well, it's been a high... And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks Boston is stockpiled.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season. I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's game and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
All set. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Miami, Dang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. Johnson is out there with Richardson, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Unloads from 13. Here's Whiteside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to one or two plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Here's Olynyk. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Olynyk's got the lead up to 4 now for the Celtics.
You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
Johnson kicks to Richardson. And the 3 off target.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game, meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they move the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots.
And the Celtics making a change here. Turner's checked in. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Dang gets a wide open look. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Johnson dishes to Richardson. Here's Whiteside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Whiteside's got 14 points.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And Turner kicks to Cannon. And Johnson now top of the key. The Celtics working the ball around now. Cannon the pass to Thomas. He feeds it to Johnson. Here's Turner. Buries it from three-point range. He has 7. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Dang.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Olynyk can't hit. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. Johnson against Thomas. Johnson dishes to Dang. Right side a screen. Dang passes to Whiteside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, with 2 fouls now, he really has to be disciplined and under control for the rest of this half.
Bradley against Richardson. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
That's it. The Celtic lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Richardson.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Mickey taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. And here is Johnson. Dishes it to Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. And it's on Whiteside of Miami at the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Johnson kicks to Whiteside. Lets it go with the 3. The rebound by the Celtics. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And really a fantastic season for Sullivan last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Stoudemire's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Johnson comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Dragic in for Johnson. Dragic with it. He's got 13. Stoudemire got a piece of it. Outside Turner. Outside Gibson. To the wing on the left. Uncovered. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Dragic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Richardson. Can't get it to go. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Here's Turner. That's his 4th basket of the game. And he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. The Heat trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit. And if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Boston.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Good. Gibson's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston. The Heat have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Dragic dishes to Johnson. Miami no good on that time either. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Cannon kicks to Smart. Sullinger with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Sullinger. And now it's an 11-point Celtic lead. To the middle, here's Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Johnson's got his first points in this one.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Knocked loose. Inside. Winslow. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19-22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
And thinking back on the Celtics, on the road, their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push.
Boston making some changes. Jay Crowder's checked in for Turner. Avery Bradley comes in for Isaiah Cannon, and Thomas subbed in for Smart. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 12.
Ledee just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Another away-from-home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Thomas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the line for him here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now. Boy, he picked them out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Here's Bradley. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Timeout called the Heat. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Dragic the pass to Richardson. Johnson kicks to Dragic. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Heat have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Feeds it to Crowder. Fires from deep. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
They've been out. Standing from three-point range in this quarter.
The Heat trail by 13. Dragic with it. Now Thomas defending. Dragic, good look. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. Boston's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Crowder kicks to Bradley. Here's Gibson, and it's Boston with another.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Johnson kicks to Winslow. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And it's 9 points here for Justice Winslow.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Here's Sullinger, and it's Miami with the rebound. Now the dish to Richardson. He kicks it to Winslow. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Winslow's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
And it's Bradley off the...
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Dragic dishes to Winslow. Got a piece of it. Cut it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Johnson.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside. I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Winslow, the pass to Stoudemire. They set the pick. The feed to Winslow. Johnson right side. And there's another one for the Heat.
He's simply a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they'd be if he wasn't having this kind of quarter.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Pass to Crowder. Back to Thomas. 20 feet out. No good. Dragic with some nice D.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Now, here's Thomas. He picked up 12 points in their last one against the Magic in Orlando.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Boston on top, up 7.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what do you think the team needs to do differently on the defensive?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to... And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Hart.
And now the third quarter about to get going. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
On the floor for Boston. Isaiah Thomas out there with Isaiah Cannon. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Johnson. And it's Crowder in at the 3.
First team.
Boston leading by 9. Cannon from long range. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. There's a killer two-handed slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Cannon from long range. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Now here's Dang, defended by Crowder. Shot clock at 5. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. There's Cannon with the three. Rebound by the Heat. Big Roberts has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those carries.
Yeah, that's about the only thing, because not a whole lot else going right for him thus far.
Here's Crowder. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Crowder's got 7.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Dang. And he uses the glass on the layup. 15 points in the game.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
The Heat trail by 13. Wide open look. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Kicks it to Thomas. Jacks up a 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game. Al Richardson, he's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Johnson attacking, and he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 11. Timeout called the Heat. One guy who's been getting it done is Isaiah Cannon.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Johnson, he's checked in for Richardson. And then for Boston. Zeller, he's checked in for Olynyk. Jerebko comes in for Amir Johnson. And Turner's subbed in for Isaiah Cannon. From the line. And Boston with the rebound. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player, even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage, too. So really solid production in his first couple of years. Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Turner. Dragic with some nice D.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
It's Thomas outside. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor.
Thomas dishes to Zeller. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And that one's good. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for Miami.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Dang with the bucket.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
Crowder with the steal. Thomas passes to Crowder. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Celtics leading by 9. Here's Crowder, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. They get Hassan Whiteside. Well, he holds the reins to this team, and we're seeing some examples, guys.
And that's the kind of take-charge leadership that every team desperately needs.
Looking at the game for Crowder, he's got 10 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Got a hand on it. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. In fourth, the Celtics.
Kevin, that's been a nice run lately. They're making a strong effort on the board, and it's working and paying dividends for them.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the Celtics. Sullinger's checked in for Zeller. Gibson comes in for Uretka. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Crowder.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that. Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Johnson attacking.
Throw down to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. And it's Dragic off the drive. Nick Roberts takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Here's Johnson. Another miss by Johnson.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Thomas's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And it's Dragic off the drive. That one goes. Covered. Dragic has got 23 points.
Wow, and how huge has he been today? Really just giving his team a nice lift.
Yeah, and he's kept them close enough to be within striking range. I mean, the deficit would be much larger if not for the efficiency of his play.
The Heat trail by 9. Pass to Nick Roberts. Johnson attacking. Up and in on the layup. Johnson's got 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for Turner. He's been more than solid over the last month. Putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And for Stoudemire last year served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Celtics. Isaiah Cannon comes in for Thomas. The Heat trail by 5. Guys, this offense very effective.
Going right at him.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. And he drops it in from the low post. Stoudemire's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he was a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
No good from Gibson.
And his
far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
To tie. A nice shot by Winslow. Winslow's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Gibson. Right through the D for the layup. Gibson's got 14 points.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Poke loose. Oh, here we go with Gibson. Nobody back. Here's Johnson. He's got 10. And there's the pass to Dragic. Winslow kicks to Stoudemire. And he goes in for the top.
Hey, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Heat?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And the foul goes on Isaiah Cannon. That's foul number 2 for him. Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. Gibson with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Boston.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Sullinger. Again, the Celtics good for 2. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. And here's Richardson. Passes it to Winslow. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw missing. Boston making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. For Josh Gibson. And it's Turner in for Isaiah Cannon. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Johnson with the defensive effort.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's Turner. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 13 points for Evan Turner. Here's Dragic. 26 points for him. To the paint, here's Johnson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
We've seen some obvious improvement in his free throw shooting since last year.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Takes the 3. Bradley can't get it to go. Johnson dishes to Winslow. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Winslow's got 17. Here's Turner. Can't connect. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. The Heat leading by 3. Kang and McRoberts holding down the forward spots. Richardson is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Whiteside a screen. Here's Richardson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Richardson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Heat. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Cannon. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Olynyk inside. With Roberts on him, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And what a tremendous game for Olynyk. He's got 11 points and 2 steals. He's been their leader, stirring the drink at the offensive end and then anchoring the defense.
Yeah, Clark, what an example he's been setting out here. I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Celtics trail by 3. Johnson kicks to Crowder. Banked in off the glass.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Crowder's gone 4 for 9 from the field. Dragic against Thomas. It's Dragic with the drive. Johnson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Right side against Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Olynyk with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Crowder. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Ties it up. And this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Outside down. Puts one up. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
3 on 3. Dang passes to Richardson. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Exciting stuff.
And, guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Dragic kicks to McRoberts. That's no good. It's his 2nd miss. He's made 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Johnson against Whiteside. He dishes it to Richardson. Shoots from the block. And Boston with the rebound. And the jam by Whiteside.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive goal.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the football.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Boston with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Johnson, a wide open look. Hits the target from 18 feet. The Heat have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. This is to Dang. Vic Roberts' shot is good. And the Heat lead by 3. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Thomas goes in. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Goran Dragic.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Both free throws good from Dragic. Here is Thomas.
They are really struggling with fouls, Kevin. It's still early, but one more foul, and they're over the limit.
On defense, Miami. The lead is 2. Nice ball movement by Boston. Thomas with another miss.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Richardson for 3. That's good. Richardson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
The Heat leading by 3. Right side of the screen. Dragic with it. Now Thomas defending. Mick Roberts misses. Celtics have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Johnson kicks to Thomas. In the corner, Cannon with it. Here's Olynyk. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. And it's now only a 1-point Heat lead.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
It's Dragic with the drive. Feeds to Richardson. All sorts of time. And it's Miami with another.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
He's definitely rolling offensively. You might not be able to stop him, but you've got to find a way to contain him.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Brad Stevens had some words for his team over the break. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Celtics making a switch here. Sellinger's checked in for Olynyk. Jerebko comes in for Johnson. Bradley's checked in for Kemp. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Thomas.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Bradley can't get it to go.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Dragic with it. Outguarded by Smart. It's Dragic with the drive. Misses the layup.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Bradley. Dragic kicks to McRoberts. Outside Dang. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Dragic kicks to McRoberts. Shoots a 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Boston the other way. Jerebko dishes to Bradley. To take the lead, it's hauled in by Richardson.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
And McRoberts kicks to Richardson. And it's Whiteside off the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Whiteside's got 22 points.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Jared Sullinger.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Releases from 15. Again, the Heat good for 2.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Bradley. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Richardson, no luck. Smart with the ball.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Dragic with it. Now Thomas defending. There's a whistle and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That will be foul number 5 on him. Kennedy's checked in for the Celtics.
Substitution for the Celtics.
It's stolen by Johnson. Thomas against Dragic. To the paint. Here's Crowder. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
And guys, effort is also a talent. You've got to be willing to work if you want to make plays like that.
You talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
Now, here's Richardson. There's a good screen. To the middle, Whiteside, and he banks in the layup. Whiteside's got 24.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. Lets it go from 14. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls. Most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups. I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
And the Heat call time here. They're down by 3. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. In for the Celtics. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Olynyk. Jerebko comes in for Johnson. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Cannon. And Bradley subbed in for Thomas. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Dragic off the drive. Good on the shot. Dragic has got 6 in the quarter. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the fourth quarter.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
1:33 left in the fourth. Terrific design on the pick look. He lays it in. Dragic has got 13 points in the second half. Well, the Celtics shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%, they're a machine from the floor.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Man, I tell you, Parker, this has been some fun basketball. And they don't look like they're slowing down at all. You better strap your seatbelt on here.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's Crowder. He slams it one-handed.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Richardson. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag. Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Uretko, and it's Boston with another.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They trail by 9. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeout to late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
And both free throws good for Stoudemire. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Sullinger with the bucket.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
Stoudemire kicks to Weber. The dish to Winslow. The three from Johnson. That's good. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, thank you. And now we get a chance to check out our Jordan player of the game. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille